can the French become the first side to win consecutive World Cups since Brazil in 1962, even without key personnel who haven't made it here?
I think with a full strong team, I think it would have been possible. Although, as you've been saying, no one has done it since Brazil in 62 to show you how hard it is. And there's that little curse, isn't it, of the former holders who keep getting knocked out in the group stage of the following World Cup. But without all those players that you mentioned, I don't think it's possible now. The only positive, I guess, out of all those injuries is that there will be less pressure on us. Less pressure on the team, that you don't expect really them to go all the way when you've got, and no Varane tonight, by the way, he's going to be on the bench because he's not fully fit either. So no Varane, no Pogba, no Kanté, no Kimpembe, no Benzema, 5 starters out of the starting 11. I think that can maybe give them a little bit more freedom and feeling that, you know, whatever happens now, but they're not as favourite as they would have been.
I mean, Stuart, Julian's right. If it was England, 2 key midfielders out, Benzema's out, that's like Kane being out. Yeah. So, I mean, it really, really holds you back, doesn't it?
Well, numbers like that, it does. I mean, when people were picking the England squad, they were saying, oh, England have got the odd player out. Well, I think there's only Chilwell away from it. To have 5 players out from your actual... Reece James, sorry, yeah. To have 5 players out from your potential starting 11, that is high numbers to win a World Cup.
Where is Didier Deschamps then, Julien, in the eyes and minds of the French Republic, the French public at the moment? How do they view this fella?
Well, there's been a few tensions with the federation as well. For example, the president is on his way out, and Deschamps, I think, knows that the objective is the semi-final, and if he doesn't get there, I think it is over for him. His contract expires after the World Cup, and we discussed it before, Zinedine Zidane is at home on his sofa just waiting for the place to be free, which is fair enough. For Deschamps, and he said to the players, listen, all these issues, all these injuries will bring us together even more, will unite us even more. He wants that team spirit. I think he's going to go back to a more defensive mindset, which, to be fair, won them the World Cup in 2018 and won him the World Cup as a player in 98 as well. And then I guess Kylian Mbappe will have to step up. But I was told last night that since Benzema left early on Sunday morning, the feeling in the camp has been a bit maybe more relaxed, in the sense that, like we said earlier, they don't feel they have pressure anymore, because really when you've got all that talent missing, you just play for fun more than for the results.
Yeah, we've got what we've got, so we may as well get on with it. Julien, explain to me, how does Olivier Giroud become the all-time French goal scorer?
He needs 2 goals, which is crazy.
Eclipsing Henry, right?
Yeah, Thierry Henry. So we can always argue on the talent of the 2 guys, of course, and Giroud beating Thierry Henry for the most goals scored in French football national team history would be crazy. But it shows as well the credit that he deserves for the longevity, for the incredible career that he's having. He's 36 and he will start the World Cup, France World Cup game tonight against Australia. He's having a great season with Milan. He was very good in September in the international when Benzema was already out. Him and Mbappe and Griezmann have this understanding because they played with each other for so long. So I'm happy for Olivier, as sad as I am for Karim the Dream. I'm happy for Giroud that he will start tonight and get this chance for his last World Cup.
Simon, I was going to say to Simon Stewart, maybe we're on the verge of seeing a World Cup of shocks, Simon, at the moment, because the French will be up against it. When you've got no Kanté, no Pogba, no Benzema, Australia might prove to be difficult customers later on tonight, just as Saudi Arabia are proving right now against mighty Argentina.
Yep, and that's what you hope to see in World Cups. You hope to see form books being thrown out the window, and you want to see competitive teams coming into competitions, and also shocks manifesting themselves. But shocks like that we're currently watching is something that's a little bit off the radar, I think, for most of the teams. But I don't think Australia will trouble France this evening, and I do think that France should expect to go deep in this tournament. I know that we've potentially got to play them in the quarterfinals if it all goes to plan, but I still would not discount France. And I would be surprised if professional footballers playing in a World Cup tournament, losing certain players, would be sat there relaxed in their mindset about the expectation being reduced.
Yeah.
I still think France are coming here to compete in this World Cup and try and win it.
Stuart, you're going to come in with something there.
Yeah, does this, with the players missing from the French squad, does this really elevate Mbappe to say, I need to carry this squad and deliver at this tournament?
Yeah, and you know what? That's what he wants anyway. So he keeps saying that he was born for this. He was born for the big stage, born for the tournament, born to be the leader, born to be the superstar, which is fine by me, to be fair. And now he has to deliver. And I think he needs to step up tonight. 4 years ago, he was this wonder kid coming through. He was 19. Nobody really, we knew him, but I don't think people expected him to hit that height. Now it's different. He's a world-class established player, and this is his time now.
You two are on the sofa right now in the talkSPORT studio, and at the moment you're friends. And we understand why. Julien Laurens with Stuart Pearce. But Stuart, one of the popular permutations here is that England could meet the French further down the line. How would you feel about that?
I think we'll always be cordial entendre. What is it?
Cordial.
Stuart, that was an incredible attempt.
It was a good try. It was a good try. It was a good try.
That was all right. How far away was he from what he was trying to tell us there, Julien?
I have to say, at the start, I was like, not so sure. Entente cordial, yes.
We'll have a bottle of Entente cordial. I mean, if that was to come about, that would be an almighty game, wouldn't it? England-France?
It would be incredible in the quarterfinals if they both finish first and then obviously win the last 16 games. So many players have played from France in England, of course. Not so much currently, less than a few years ago, but still they know each other so well. There's a lot of respect between Southgate and Deschamps, and because France is still the holders, as Simon was saying. So if you're England, you will have to beat the best all your way to how far you can go, and if that means beating France, but we will be up for it, trust me.